Imagine you're a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble, and hour after hour, you perfect every curve, every edge, so you have a masterpiece in your hand. But then you take that sculpture, you place it in the middle of a hurricane, and the wind howls and the rain is just really beating down, and your perfect creation just crumbles. That's what it's like when we treat basketball skills as isolated entities that are perfected in a vacuum and only get tested in the chaos of a game. So this clip from Kelvin Sampson on Twitter, and I loved it. I want to talk about it a little bit today.
If I was playing in a 1-on-0 tournament, I think you'd be pretty good. Problem is, we play 5-on-5. You can't learn to play basketball and make reads and make the right play and figure out where the help's coming from and where should I make this pass or pass the roll, or if I'm getting double teamed, can I pass to the corner? Because nobody's ever guarding you. So I always stop these daddies and these kids. I'm not talking about Mercy necessarily. I'm just talking about in general now. He'd say, well, he had a good 3-hour workout today. I said, what y'all do? Well, he got 500 shots up from the corner, and that ain't working out. Lauren can go do that. Sometimes you need to get somebody and go play against somebody and see if you can guard them. When you're playing 1-on-0, who are you guarding? And who's guarding you? Can you handle pressure? Can you work on going left against pressure, going right against pressure? So the thing I would tell kids coming up is spend more time playing basketball than working on basketball.
Let's unravel a myth that's been holding players back for too long. The myth of individual skill. You see, in basketball, we often focus on what a player can do alone. You shoot, dribble, pass in an isolated setting without considering the storm that they're about to face. But skills aren't just about you and the basketball. They're about you, the ball, and the environment around you. Let's start with the story. A young player, let's call him Jay, spends his summers in the gym day after day shooting thousands of shots. His form's impeccable. He has a lightning fast release, and his parents hire a private coach, and together they work on his handle, his footwork, everything. By the time the school season rolls around, he's a machine, unstoppable, or at least that's what they think. Then comes the first game. The defenders swarm, the crowd roars, and then Jay freezes up. His shot clanks off the front of the rim, his dribble gets stripped, and he just makes a ton of mistakes. Why? Because all that time that he spent in the gym is spent in a 1-on-0 setting. It doesn't prepare him for the interaction that he's about to face during the season, and it doesn't prepare him for the defense, the symphony that he has with his teammates. And that's really at the center of all of this. Skill in basketball isn't individual. It's born out of the relationship between you and the environment around you. This is where I love to talk about ecological dynamics and where this comes into play. This isn't just a fancy term, but for a lot of us as coaches, it's a game changer. What I've come to learn is that skill emerges from the interaction between a player and the surroundings around them. Shooting then isn't just about the flick of the wrist. It's about reading a defender, feeling the pressure, adjusting on the fly. But when we train in a 1-on-0 setting, we strip away that interaction and the thing that we're supposed to be reading, and then we create a sterile environment, and then we wonder why it doesn't even translate. So taking a look back at Coach Sampson, he gets it. He sees the trap that we've fallen into, this trap of thinking that if we just perfect the individual, then the game will follow, but that isn't actually how skill development or how basketball works at all. The game is the leader, and if you're not training in that context, you're not training for the actual game. Let's take a look at Steph Curry. He's the greatest shooter we've ever seen, but his greatness isn't just in this magical wrist snap or in an insane work ethic. Both of those are part of it, but it's in how he dances with the defense. It's how he reads the floor. It's how he makes the right play at the right time. Sure, he practices the shots alone, and there's a time and a place for that. But he also trains in the storm against defenders in game-like scenarios because he knows deep down that the skill isn't in the shot itself, it's in the interaction with the environment. So what's the solution for this? It's pretty simple, but it's not easy. We need to train our players in the storm more often than not. We need to create environments that mirror the game, shooting with the defender closing out, dribbling under pressure, passing with a teammate cutting. These are the moments that actually forge real skills, because Real skill isn't about what you can do alone. It's about what you can do when the environment around you gets chaotic. So here's the takeaway. The myth of individual skills in basketball is just that. It's a myth, because skill is born in the interaction with the defense, with your environment. So don't fall in the trap of just doing one-on-one training. Train for the game. Train in the storm, because when you do that, you're gonna find that your skills aren't just better, they're real. So Coach Sampson's right. The problem is we play 5-on-5, and it's time we trained that way too. The game is played in a 5-on-5 setting. So the next time you step on the court, remember, it's not just about you and the ball. It's about you, the ball, the environment around you, offense, defense. So when we train, we need to train smart, train with context, and then our players can watch their game elevate to new heights. Found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and share it with a friend that you think could get some value out of this. Let's rethink how we train and unlock the true potential of our game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.